Hello, here we are at Uruk Canyon. We just got through the Great Wall Entrance 2, fought a bunch of enemies, captured a bunch of monsters, and here we are to save this guy's wife. As you can see, she's trapped and there's 3 force fields. There's a force field with 3 beams that seems to be trapping her. So right off the bat, you know that we have to defeat each one of those beams to break the force field. Save your game if you wish. And the first thing we're going to do is we got some slim burbles here. We're going to capture a couple of them because they're already blinking yellow and it's easy to capture. So you can see a gate there. We're going to need a fire armadillo to burn that. Alright, nice. We have 6 slim burbles. We're going to go over here to the right first. You hit this light, and you just hop across, and don't fall in the lava. Okay, this area is a gauntlet of types. Got to defeat all the enemies, and then the bridge will reappear. So the first group of enemies you'll encounter is a smiling burble. They'll charge at you and become a force field, so you can't hit them until they crash into a wall. Once they crash, you'll be able to hit them and capture them. That one's just kind of walking straight. He's just walking. Easy peasy, you just knocked him off the cliff. The next thing that will appear will be a skull swordsman. There's also a half-brute over there. If you stay to this side, though, he won't come get you. Making it much easier to just concentrate on the skull swordman before you go to the half-brute. Alright, now that the 2 skull swordmen are gone, we can deal with this half-brute without worrying about any projectiles flying our way. Capturing them is easier and quicker than waiting for them to pounce again. Alright, now we have a big bull. We are going to need 2 of these because he is part of the monster list later on. However, we don't have to come back here for a big bull. There is a big bull later on in the game. As we fought him before, he swings his hammer around a few times, then he goes into this animation where he slams down at you. At that point, you could go behind him and just hit away. Once he blinks yellow, you can capture him. And once he's defeated, the bridge comes back. Nice. Release a slim burble to smash that, defeating the first beam of the force field. And that's the first area. Nice. Go back to the main area. We're going to have to strike at the lantern again to get the platforms to appear. Hop across. We're going to go straight across at this point. For this, you need the blowpipe. I'm so good at the blowpipe. You just want to hit each of those and then the platform will appear. Standard stuff. This is the most time-consuming area in the Uruk Canyon. Fire armadillo will continuously appear here. You want to capture a couple of them. This rock here will reappear every once in a while. We need capture beetles. We just got some. Nice. Another fire armadillo appeared. We'll go ahead and capture this one as well. I unequipped the capture beetle for a second there. There we go. And we are good on capture beetles now. We get a new enemy here called a sunflower. This is actually the only area in the game where the sunflower is, so be careful not to kill the sunflower without capturing it. And there you go. The Ka-Ankh firing point. We did see one of these earlier in the Great Wall entrance 2, but we're going to go back for that treasure chest a little later. This is the first time we see these in this game. The first time we go up to one. So you stand on it, you fire at these Ka darts, and it transports you. The goal of this area is to put statues on buttons. You can see one of the statues right there. And these giant worms, I always get eaten by them. Takes some health away, but doesn't kill you. I don't know. Alright, he's blinking yellow. We're gonna get eaten again. Sometimes they will leave behind some health, so you get all that back. So we're going to take this statue and we're going to put it, you guessed it, on a button. So when you place this on this button, that will release the other statues. All you need to do is get those out of there. That one on that side, these two on this side. And we're here, we might as well capture another fire armadillo. Excellent. Refill our health, grab this green one. Throw it on this. It's much like the earlier area where we had the skeleton in a cage, where we had a platform that rose up, and then there was one on the other side as well. Kind of the same deal. Grab this green one. I guess the other one was yellow. Kind of looked yellowish green. Place it here for now. That platform will lower, but we're going to go back to this Ka-Ankh point right now. And basically there's a giant worm guarding each of the buttons. There's 4 of them, and then there's 4 statues. You got to place those statues on the buttons in order to open the gate to destroy the second beam. Alright, we're up here and we see a lever. Perfect. Jump down, put the green one on it. The yellow one's already on the other one, so we're doing well. Back to the Ka-Ankh point. And we're back, and now the platform is raised. We can access the green statue. Let's go ahead and kill this worm first, because if we're carrying a statue, we can't very well attack the worm. It looks green. I guess it's yellow. I don't know. Alright, so yellow on yellow. Boom. This we could actually go. And all we have to do is pull the lever yet again, raising the other one, giving us access to the green, yes, green. I know I call them all green, but this one is green. Statue. We already killed this worm, so we're just going to place it back on there. Alright, we are half done with this area. Now we have to tackle the other side. Well, of course, while we're here, we'll get a fire armadillo. Perfect. Alright, so there is a rope here. Kind of blends in with the background, but go over here, and there's the blue beam right there. We got a worm that we got to defeat. We'll actually go ahead and defeat the 2 worms now so that we don't have to worry about it later. There's a boulder. We're going to destroy it because we're going to need it gone in order to get a statue up here. Boom! And here's the final green worm. Just be careful not to get eaten. Whoops. And I'm like, I'll just capture it. Alright, now we're ready to place the final 2 statues. We have these platforms that are moving up and down. Well, we're near a fire armadillo. We might as well capture one. Alright, easy stuff, and when the platform moves down, throw the statue on. Do the same thing, rinse and repeat. It can get pretty tricky with the fire armadillo down there. That's why you want to kill him before you do this. Hop across, and this is where the boulder was. We got rid of it, so good news for us. And here we are. Throw this green, just kidding, orange statue onto the orange beam. And finally we have the blue one. We're going to do exactly what we did earlier. Avoiding the armadillo. We'll throw this statue on this one. Sometimes it takes a little while for them to match up. And just like we did before, throw the statue. At long last, we're ready to get the final beam out of here with this blue statue, and then we can destroy the second beam of the force field. The gate has opened up, and remember, you need a slim burble to destroy each of these beams, so be sure that you have enough slim burbles. And of course, we're near a fire armadillo, so let's capture it. Fill up on our capture beetles, and let's destroy that beam. Alright, once you've destroyed that beam, let's go back to the main room and go to the final area. Luckily, you don't have to do the blowpipe again. Alright, we are able to burn this gate now because we have some fire armadillos. And these platforms kind of go up and down, so you are timed on when to get through. So be quick. This area is pretty easy. We just want to open up the gates of these electric things, and there is an electric armadillo that needs to roll into each of them in order to activate the bridge. Couple new enemies here. We have a tree creature down there. We're gonna blow up this boulder, grab this green statue, put it on a button in order to lower the gates on the electric things. I know the proper terms. We have a nose needler here, and basically just comes up from the ground, throws rocks at you, so we can be pretty tricky. You just want to keep hitting him until he glows yellow, and then you can capture him. Of course, if you go closer, it's kind of like the Cyclops. It kind of burrows under the ground if you get close. Alright, he's glowing yellow. And here we go. Alright, as you can see, those gates are down, and the electric armadillo can roll into them. You're going to have to lead him, but there is a tree creature over here. And we're going to need him. Basically, if you hit the orb on his head, he will faint, and then you're free to hit him. I get hit a lot with him. Luckily, this statue can give you health. And once he's blinking yellow, you can capture him. Alright, now we're ready to activate the bridge. Much like the smiling burble earlier, he's just walking. Okay, there he is. And basically, he just rolls towards you. Pretty easy stuff. Just make sure not to get hit by him. And once that happens, the bridge will activate, and there you have it. You can destroy the final beam. Nice job. We can now head back to the main room and talk to the man's wife. I play it safe here. It is timed, so I didn't want to go. Always best to play it safe. Alright. And there she is. It will activate a cutscene. Thank you, sir. Thank you for freeing me. It's been so horrible in here. I must get back to my husband as soon as possible. He must be out of his mind with worry. He's crying. And luckily, we don't have to backtrack through the whole area. We are now in that teepee where we got our first Aten eye. Ah, he didn't realize that we were apprenticed to his friend Imhotep. Alright, we have an Abydos pass card which will access us to the second half of Abydos. It's been a while since we've been to Abydos. We have a couple of Aten eyes that we got from this Great Wall entrance number 2, so we can get rid of this statue here. So we could run like crazy. We want to visit our farmer friends. And no matter how long you've been gone, even if they're done, they just walk really slow. And basically they'll walk slow. If you're near them, they will stop walking. Get a couple of scarabs in here. We are at 400, so we are ready to go to Abydos. One trick is you can run all the way to where the save point is. And then by the time you run back, they will be into their house. While we're here, we'll save the game. Yeah, I guess if you're near the save point, you're far enough away and the game just moves them into the house. It beats standing there waiting for them, because they are slow. Alright, once you're in there, talk to the tall one. Welcome back, my friend. Please take this as a token of our appreciation. A gold ankh piece. Perfect. Then you always have to talk to them again, the tall one, before you can choose another plot. So we're going to go out here and choose another plot. That'll be it for the farmers for a little while. There is another gold ankh piece, but I'm going to choose a plot that holds scarabs. And that will give us 600 scarabs when the time comes. We aren't going to be able to get that until we have the large scarab bag. So from this area here, we are going to swim to the Sun Shrine. Next order of business, of course, will be to go to Abydos. But first, a cutscene. Sphinx, I have some very interesting news. Take this portal amulet. This will allow portal to Anubis Tower. Good luck, my friend. Excellent, another portal amulet. So let's go there. Climb this rope, and you'll see once we get on this platform, this is where we have spoken to Anubis before. At last you have returned. I have a much more dangerous quest for you to undertake. The island city of Abydos has a sacred artifact, the sacred crown of Abydos. So we must retrieve this crown if we want to free more cursed inhabitants from the cursed palace. Will do. And since there's a portal god right here, we're going to use that opportunity to go right to Abydos and do just that.